how's it going? Back for another video. This time I thought we would do love readings, because everybody loves a love reading. I don't care who you are, what kind of relationship you're in. Love readings are just always interesting. They're just, people gravitate to them because relationships are important, right? So I think I'm going to do 3 different kinds of readings. I'm going to do one for my single friends. I'm going to do one for my connection, situationship, relationship limbo friends. And then I'm going to do one for like my committed, partnered, married, whatever friends. So we're gonna get it started. This can be for you if you are if you're monogamous, you're non-monogamous, you're gay, straight, queer, whatever you are, this can be for you. All right, so we're here to include everyone. That's the goal anyway. I might not always get it right, but I'm gonna keep trying. So let's get into it. I'll have timestamps. Hopefully I'll have timestamps in the description so you can just skip over whatever doesn't apply to you. And we'll see what we got. All right. I'm gonna use Rider-Waite today. It's a classic. Can't go wrong with the Rider-Waite. I think I'm just gonna do 3 cards, and everybody's spread is gonna be different because I can't do the same questions for, everybody. Like that doesn't, with like love readings, that's not. So I'm gonna start with single people. If you're single, you're not, maybe you're like dating a little bit, but you're not really, like there's nothing on the immediate horizon for you, or maybe you're not even dating, you're just kind of like doing your own thing right now. You're single. And I would like to throw it out there because I feel like, and this is maybe like me as like a woman talking, but like there were times when I was heavily single in my life and I was like, what is wrong with me? Because like, I think maybe not just women, I think everybody gets this message of like, if you're not partnered up, then like you're not doing something right. And I don't agree with that. If you're single, good for you, because it's always better to be single than be in an unhealthy relationship. You know what I mean? Just to be in something. So that's just my own little soapbox. I'm gonna get off of it now. 3 cards. I think for singles, I'm gonna do I'm not really sure. I think maybe like what you want, what you need, and how to combine the 2. I think, because like sometimes what we think we want in like our connections or our relationship and what we actually need are not like the same thing. And you have time to balance both maybe. So let's try that. Let's just see how that works. Sorry about my squeaky chair, as always. All right, let's do it. So if you're single, wow. First card's what you want. Don't be afraid of death. This is a very scary looking card, but really it just means change, transformation, right? Like, and that's actually really good. Like breaking unhealthy patterns, like letting things go. Like, okay, first card though, that one really flew out. What you want. All right. And then what you need, which sometimes we don't know what we need, right? Like, tarot can be good for this kind of stuff because you don't even necessarily, it's not at like the forefront of your mind, or you're just not aware. It fell on the floor. Let me get it. What you need? Interesting. What you need. And then 3rd card is going to be how to like combine the 2, how to balance both, how to get there. Like we're talking about in love, and I'm talking romantic love. This is like a romantic love video. What you want, what you need, and like how to get both, how to combine the 2, how to get those things in like alignment, maybe in a connection, a relationship, a whatever. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Ooh, one of my favorites. The Empress, baby. Yes. And look at Venus right there. Yeah. I thought that this video would be good to do while Venus was in Taurus because, you know, she's in her home sign, so like love stuff, I thought it would come through. We'll see though. All right, single friends. What you want? What you want? Death, which I kind of touched on already because it came out and I got excited. Something different. Something that changes you. You know, something transformative and deep. Like, I'm almost getting like kind of like a soulmate connection. Like I want something like, cause this is Scorpio vibes, right? So I want the real thing. Like I want no pretense, no fakeness, like deep, transformative, earth-shattering, life-changing connection. Like that's what that is. That's what I want. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting something where you change each other, where it's really connected and deep. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting that. That's not easy though. You have to realize like being in a connection like that is as fulfilling as it can be painful, right? Like death is kind of, it's not necessarily destruction, it can be deconstruction. Like a lot of things in your life are going to have to like fall away or be deconstructed. Old patterns of relating that you have, or ideas about how relationships should look or be structured. That's interesting. But yeah, like we have a craving for like a deep soul connection that's going to just rock our world and change everything. Which, yeah, who doesn't want that? That sounds great, but can also be kind of scary. What you need, Page of Swords. Page of Swords, like I've touched on this in another video because it came up recently, right? Like can sometimes be immature because it's a page. But like what you need, like the Page of Swords is curious and playful and like, yeah, just curious, like approaching things with like an attitude of curiosity. Like I kind of touched on, you know, letting ideas go about how things should be. You know, like you need to just, sometimes I feel like when we really want, we like have a solid idea of the kinds of relationships that we want, then we sort of like start looking for people to just like check those boxes instead of like being curious and like building something together and like meeting the person and then building around that. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to like, this is what I want, and so I have to find this very specific person that's gonna like fulfill all of those needs. Like be curious, be open to exploring, but also I'm getting a feeling of like good boundaries. You know what I mean? When you want something that's so immersive and so deep, like it can be really easy to let your boundaries slip because you want to, you know, like enmesh and entangle with somebody so much that it can be hard to like know where you end and they begin. And we can get like, I know codependency gets thrown around a lot these days, but I think a lot of us do have those kinds of patterns in love, you know? So watching out for that. And just like, almost like approaching it like in a childlike playful way, like being curious about the other person or the other people that you're connecting with, or curious about yourself. Like, why do I do the things that I do? Why do I do the things that I've done in my relationships, in my connections, in the way that I approach dating and love and all of those things? And so like, and really having good boundaries, like really good, like this sharp sword, right? Like, you know, because boundaries are for you. Boundaries, I saw this recently somewhere, like a meme on the internet, like boundaries are the distance where can love you and myself at the same time. Like, they're not bad, they're not mean. Healthy distance is a thing. So yeah, that's what I got. And the way that you can like bring those things together, right? Like the Empress, baby. I love her. She is so, she's totally Venusian, right? Like, and look at this Empress, like reclining on her lush, like throne, and just like, she's strong, but sensitive, and she's very like receptive, right? And it doesn't mean like she's the Empress. That doesn't mean she's like passive and powerless. She just kind of knows what she deserves, and she's open to receiving that. And the Empress is also like unconditional love for me. It's like motherly energy, like, and I don't mean like mothery, like we talked about codependency already, like with these two cards here, but like love can be unconditional, relationships are not, right? Like if you have those good boundaries, no matter how much you love somebody or you really want to connect with them, you can be like, all right, I have to love you from afar, because that's just, this relationship isn't good for me, right? So being in your Empress energy, like unconditional love for yourself, which I know is not always easy because we mess up, we falter, we judge ourselves. It's hard. But like practicing that, because it is a practice, it's something you have to continue to keep doing. Practicing that can really sort of like change, because like maybe you like look back in the past, some mistakes that you've made or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm going to judge myself for that, or keep trying to do things to like protect myself. But like if you can just forgive yourself, practice unconditional love for yourself, and also figure out how to extend that to other people without being codependent and losing your boundaries, you know, I really feel like I'm having trouble kind of putting it into words, but hopefully it's coming across. Like, yeah, it's like really radical, revolutionary, like radical self-acceptance and self-love. But don't get it twisted that you have to like be perfect and be like totally healed and be like whatever to be in a relationship, because that's there's a lot of people that like to say that, and I have been one of those people in the past that's like, you need to heal and love yourself before you can be in something with anyone. No, there's something else I came across like on Twitter or something somewhere, where somebody quoted their therapist, like a relational therapist, and said like the wounds that happen in relationships can be healed in relationships. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be completely there to be ready for a relationship, whatever that means. But like doing your work, continuing to practice, and like knowing deep down, even when you falter, even when you make a misstep, even when, you know, everything's still practicing, still choosing intentionally to embody like unconditional love for yourself and for the people that are important to you or becoming important to you, and doing that in a really healthy way. I hope that makes sense. Overall, I like it. Like it looks really good. Like if the interesting thing that I'm just noticing here, like death is 13, which is 4. 4 is also the Emperor, who is the partner to the Empress. So there is like kind of a synchronicity going on here with like what you want and like what you need to do, right? And sometimes we have to let like these old things fall away in order to really get there. Yeah, I hope that made sense. Let me know if it did for you, single people. And yeah, unconditional love is powerful, especially, and like I said, I know it's not easy, and I know it's like, but like when you can really love, practice like loving yourself and saying like, I know what I'm worth, I know what I deserve, I know that, like, I know what I want, and I know what I need to do, and like I'm not gonna settle. Like, and that's the thing, like, there's this idea about like, I'm not gonna settle, I'm gonna cut people out of my life. It doesn't really work like that, because everybody messes up, everybody makes mistakes. Like, there are some relationships that are challenging and hard, and especially if you have your own sort of defenses, you know, and some things you have to work through together, you know, and like with somebody new or something new or whatever. They finally hit a breaking point and you're like, all right, we're just incompatible. This just isn't going to work. Like, nobody's bad, nobody's wrong. It's just not, this just isn't it. But that's, like I said before I started the video, like, choosing to not be in something that's unhealthy is actually like the better choice. It's a better decision. I said I was going to get off that soapbox, and then I did, and I got right back on. Sorry. Okay, next up, people dealing with someone, multiple someones, you know, in various sort of connections, like you're in that in-between place, you're in that kind of limbo-y, liminal space of like, I mean, we're in a situation, we're in something undefined, I don't really know what it is, I don't know what it's going to be, you know. This is for you. This is for you. So we'll do 3 cards. I think I will do, I think I'm going to do, maybe what you want, card 1, what they want, card 2, and then a card for the actual connection as it stands, like right now. Sounds good, you know. Because sometimes, you know, being in like a something, it can be kind of confusing. Sometimes, you know, when you don't have, like, it's not yet a thing, or you're not sure if it's a thing, or yeah. Okay, let's do it. So card 1 is what you want, like out of the connection. What do you want? You, watcher of this video, what you want. What you want. Wow. People in connections, in situationships, in relational limbo. That's what we're looking at. What do you want? What they want. Oh! Justice? All right, what they want. What the person or people that you're connecting with want. What they want out of it. In the context of whatever this is. What do they want? Justice. I like justice, but sometimes it isn't so clear for me. That's an 11 though, which is a 2. So, whoa. This one kind of like, it like jumped into my hand and then it like jumped out of my hand, which is interesting. 4 wands. That's nice. That's juicy. Like, that's pretty clear. Like, like, can you see the image? What does this look like? Like, you're finishing a race. There's a celebration. It kind of looks like some sort of ceremony. All right, that's what they want. Which is, I mean, this combination, justice and this. I mean, somebody's trying to, yeah, okay. And then we're getting, last card is for the actual connection as it stands right now. Six of Cups, y'all. So sweet. Okay. I actually kind of feel like you guys want the same thing, which is, that's always a nice place to be. Tarot videos are not replacement for communication. So talk to your person for sure. Compassionately communicate what it is that you want, or ask them what they want. Like that's totally something that you can do. But I know it's hard, so what you want. Justice. Okay. Justice, like I'm sorry, but once this one showed up, it kind of changed how I looked at this. Yeah, it feels like this thing that you're in where you're not really sure what it is or what it's going to be, or you want commitment and dedication and maybe like a really clearly defined thing. Like, let's define the thing. Let's DTR. Let's define the relationship. Like, what are we doing? Where's it going? What do you want? What do I want? Can we both have what we both want? Like justice, which is like balance, and you know, with it being an 11 that boils down to a 2 for me, those are always like decisions and balance, and you know, like you want like a really safe, stable, reciprocal, excuse me, established thing. Like, and it's okay to want that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Like, I wanna know what we're doing. Definitely watch out for like rushing through those initial stages that you might be in to get to this. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like we can get anxious and we can be in a rush to kind of be like, let's define it. What are we doing? What is this? What are we? And you can miss out on all of like that good early stages stuff, which can be so nice. You know, like the building of the thing can be really good. But I mean, it feels fairly like clear to me here that, yeah, like you want to, in this situation with like this person, like you want the real thing with them, whatever that means for you. Like maybe that's just sitting down, having a conversation where you both are just like, how do you feel? Here's how I feel about you. How do you feel about me? Like, do you want to keep doing this? Do you want to go further? What do you want? Or maybe it's like, you know, if you're like more of a traditional monogamous person, it's being like, you my boyfriend, you my girlfriend, you my girlfriend, you my girlfriend, like you my they friend, you my partner, you my, you know, whatever, like really just nailing it down. Which, I mean, what they want is 4 of Wands, and 4 of Wands to me is always about like, I mean, this card just looks like a wedding to me. Not that I'm gonna like throw wedding out there, you know what I mean? But like the picture of it is like, and it also looks like the finish line of like a race. Like we did the thing and we got to where we wanted to be. We're like at the culmination point of this together, and we're celebrating, and it's happy, and it's like, yay, you know? And this card shows up for like, I've seen a lot of people interpret it as like soulmate connections, you know, like, because they look at like the 11, like the 4 wands, you know. And yeah, like they want to like, they want that too. They want, I feel like you guys are kind of on the same page. Maybe you just need to talk about it. You know, like the real thing, you know, happiness and joy and celebration, and like these 2 cards together, like that's really, to me, that really screams like a committed thing, whatever commitment looks like for you, because remember that not everybody practices those things the same way. It's up to the people who are in this connection to define that. That's up to you. But I feel like, you know, and like I said, remember that like this is not substitute for communicating with your people, but like, I feel like generally you'll want the same thing, which is, that's nice. Talk to them. The relationship as it stands, like right now, the connection, the whatever, the situation is 6 of Cups, which is so sweet. Like childlike love, you know, like feels really deep, genuine, pure, sort of innocent feelings. Like in this relationship, like maybe there's some inner child healing going on between you and whoever you're connecting with, like, which can kind of sometimes like put you off, because when those wounds get activated, you're kind of like, oh, it can be like, maybe you go to like an avoidance mode, or maybe you go into like rushing forward, trying to make things right, balance it back out mode. And that can be really tough. So, remember to like be fair to yourself, be fair to them. But like overall, like this is really nice. It's good stuff. I love the 6 of Cups because it's like innocent, childlike, you know, good love stuff. And it like maybe for you or for them, it feels sort of past lifey, you know, like I've known you before. I feel like I knew you as a child. I feel like, you know, we have some sort of history together. And that's juicy. But you know, if this is how you feel, you know, and this is what you want, talk about it. Talk about it. Okay. Like that's, you know, and good luck, because it looks nice. It does. Just remember that like the way that things turn out is up to the people that are in it. So communicate about it, be fair to each other, and I hope it works out because it looks nice. Enjoy it. Make sure you enjoy it. You know, like play and flirt and be kids together, because that's really nice. All right, last one. Last but not least, we're gonna do one for my super partnered people, married people, heavily committed people, and long-term relationship people. I don't know. There's so many ways to define that, but I think you know what I mean if it's for you. You know, like you're really like in it. Very clear. Been together a long time. Whatever. 3 cards. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do like situation, crossing card, and advice for you guys. Because, you know, like long-term partnerships are different, you know, like the themes that came up when you were newly together are not the same themes that are going to come up after you've been together for years. You know, it's ever changing, right? So that's what I'm going to look at. We'll look at like the situation, your relationship as it stands right now at the moment. A crossing card, which could be an obstacle or just, you know, what you need to learn, what you need to face, whatever. And then advice for that. And I'm going to tell you the same thing I told the last group. Tarot is not a substitute for communication. Talk to your people. All right. First card is the relationship that y'all are in, whatever that looks like. Monogamous relationship, polyamorous relationship, you know, 2 people, 3 people, however many people, whatever kind of dynamic you're in, it's for you. If I can get a card. Maybe y'all are just so good right now, everything's fine, there's nothing to look at. I don't know. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? It's just like, everything's good. I don't, no messages. Eight of Pentacles. Kind of like that, actually. All right, crossing card. My committed, my partnered, my married, my whatever friends. Oh yeah. See, like I said, crossing card because I don't always like obstacle for the phrasing, because sometimes you get a really juicy, nice, excellent card, like 10 of Cups. All right, advice card. Oh, my foot's falling asleep. I need to like change up my position. Advice. See, you got that 10 of Cups. Everything's so good. Advice. 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 Kind of like that though, actually. Okay. The way things are right now. 8 of Pentacles. Which is like hard work and studiousness and investing time and energy into things that are important, right? And like, look at this person is like working really hard. Like the outside world is kind of like not a factor. They're very focused on the matter at hand. I always get like really heavy like dedication, devotion, like willing to work on it vibes from this one, because I mean that's what it looks like to me, like putting in the work, you know, really focused and dedicated, and like I'm in it for the long haul, which of course, like yeah, like it's sturdy, it's stable, it's, you know, committed, invested, it's good. This is good. It's just, and especially your crossing card, 10 of Cups, baby. Like, who doesn't love to see the 10 of Cups? Look at this. It's so happy. These people, these children, their children, right? 10 Cups, rainbow, like, ah, like we did it. We're there. We are emotionally fulfilled. We've got our legacy happening, and all of this is for us. Like, and this is so great. Like, this is, things really are good. Things are good. Like, feel good. Love you. So happy. Look at everything that we've done together. Look at everything that we have yet to do. Like, I know it's a 10, but a 10 always boils down to a 1. So the 1, the 10, you're coming back. So, and like these people are looking forward too. And this is going to sound really silly, but like I know a lot of us have been sort of locked down with our partners, you know, and that's presented its own set of challenges, but like vaccines are happening. you know, some things are kind of coming, like we're coming back out, and it's like, we did it, we made it, like we made it through this, and we're gonna keep going. And I'm excited for the future with you. I'm excited for all of the things that we've done together. I'm proud of us. Like, yay, that's great. Like, since it's like your crossing card, maybe just like expressing gratitude to each other is something that, like, maybe you have all these feelings, but you haven't told them this, or they're not telling you this, and like express those feelings. That's, you know, showing appreciation in whatever ways that your love language is. You know, I know we don't always all use words to express the way that we love our people. Do it in whatever way is right for them or right for you, but like, acknowledge how far you've come, acknowledge the things that you're looking forward to doing together, and like how special this is and how meaningful this is to you. Yeah, it's very strong. I feel so good. Like I'm full of this right now. I'm just full of like this feeling of like, it's just overflowing, like love and gratitude and happiness, and oh, it's nice. That feels really nice. Good for you guys. Advice? Look at that. That's such a stark contrast. Because, I mean, Three of Swords is heartbreak and sorrow and loss, and but what I got when I pulled this for advice is like, because I've mentioned before in my other videos that a lot of times for this for me is shadow work and getting to the heart of the matter. So continue doing like whatever work you've been doing on yourself to be a good, the work that you've been doing on yourself in the relationship, to like be a good person for yourself and be a good partner for your partner. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that's gonna hurt. It's gonna be scary and cloudy and rainy and but like, keep doing it. Keep growing. Keep changing. Keep, you know, keep doing the work. Don't shy away from it, even when it's scary and hard. And you know, you can rely on your person too, because they're invested. You know, you've done so much together already. You know, so like keep working on yourself, keep growing, and you know, and Swords is communication. Remember how I say talk to your person. Like if you have something that's bothering you, if you have something that hurts, if you have, you know, attachment systems that are being activated or whatever in your partnership, talk about it. Swords is communication too. So and there's 3 swords here, so like if you're in like I'm sorry if I mess this up, like a triad, you know, or like you're in a V, you know, and you're having like hinge struggles, you know, like communicate, you know, and keep doing your work, and keep like addressing things. Yeah, that's what I get. Like, don't shy away from this stuff, even though I know that it's hard, because it's like you have a rainbow here. It's not always sunny. Like, you guys have gone through hard times before and come out the other side. So keep doing that. I'm hearing like be open, like keep your heart open, like don't close of things that have hurt you. I think my video just like started a new file, so I think I should probably wrap it up. Hopefully that was you know, what you needed to hear. That is it for this video. I'm like kind of wandering now because I had that pop up on my phone. I'm like, oh no. Definitely let me know what you thought of this. If it applied to you, then that's great. If it didn't, then maybe I'll get you on the next one. And I will see you next time. Thanks.